Today's date is the 11th, 12th, 2019. It's now 8:27 p.m. Heutiges Datum ist der 11.12.2019 um 20:27 Uhr. And look at this, I just took off my socks. And look at this. And these feet are swollen, you know. I have like elephant feet, you know. This happens, I guess, when you get diabetes. I don't have diabetes. And I know why I've got these swollen feet. I had only this one swollen, and not as much as this one. That one wasn't swollen at all. And I've been taking these antibiotica now against these infections. And I thought it was the fault of the antibiotica. Because, you know what, in those antibiotica it said side effects would be maybe, what's it called? It's called in German edema, meaning like swollen, like you have got too much blood in your legs, for instance. Or they also said like you have lots of water retention or water in your legs, you know, feet or something. But it said actually it's for your in your face, and it didn't say anything about the feet, right? But I know where I've got this from. I've been taking Painkiller because of the stinging sensations and so on for about 4 or 5 days of this kind of medication, this IBU-800, and that caused it because it said in it side effects may be just, you know, it's not so big, it's not just a big deal, you know, like it's one of the most fewer side effects that it was listed, and look what I got. So now I got some medication to get rid of this, and my doctor said, this other doctor said, which is a larger thing, said that this swelling will be gone in 2 days. And then after a minute or so he said, in 1 day this swelling will be gone with this medication. And I told him, you know what, when this is right, what you just said, then this pill is going to be a miracle pill, which I do not think that this is going to happen, you know. This makes you go to the bathroom more often after taking this pill, you know, like, you have to go, let water go. But I don't think that this is going to be in 1 or 2 days. Look at this, it looks like elephant feet, you know. This is the shit about side effects. We're living in the 21st century. They're making these science fiction movies, you know. They're traveling into the past and then telling those people, we come from the future and money doesn't matter anymore because we are all one, right? Why don't you go fly with this enterprise into the future and see what's reality, you know? This is bullshit, you know. For whom? Maybe for the wealthy ones, yes, because they're getting everything for free, right? You're a wealthy person, you go to a dealership for Ferrari or Porsche, they'll give it to you for free because, you know, you're making commercials for them, right? How about I go to that store, to that car dealership and look at those Lamborghinis? Do you think they're gonna give me a Lamborghini of 250,000 euros? I don't think so, you know. So this is the reality about no, downwards. This play has to go up and this has to go downwards. Look at these. I've had some socks on, you know, but this is really terrible. You're trying to save yourself from Orgalians, you're taking an antibiotica, and what do you get? I'm laughing because, you know, I'm desperate, you know. It's like in German the word is called verzweifelt, meaning like there's no more hope for anything, right? So you don't believe in anything anymore. And doctors, I don't know. I may not say it's the fault of the doctors, because the medication has been made like that, you know. It's, when you think about it, is hi. When you think about it, is how the ones who are making this medication, any kind of medication, there are always side effects. Why? I thought about it last night. It came to me like, if I were a scientist making this medication, you know, putting the powders together, then I think about it. Okay, I can give you a medication to heal you from a suffering, no problem. But I don't want that because, well, I would like to as a chemist, right? But the pharma industry comes to me and says, hey, make this medication, but also we want to have lots of side effects, right? So at least 20 or 30 side effects, we want you to use, here's a list of it. So from each side effect, what it is, it may cause you skin cancer, or it may cause you these and delusions and whatever, you take a little powder of this, a little powder of that, and then you mix it together and you get one little pill in macrocosmos, so it may not help you at all, that pill, medication. It may get rid of your headaches, but maybe not, and that's how it is. It's just with light bulbs. Those light bulbs are supposed to hold at least 6,000 hours. Normally, they're made they could last 50 or 100,000 or a million hours. But in the Industrial Revolution, they're not going to make money on it, right? So it has to break down. One time I heard something about Chrysler, They said something, they said it only once on the radio. And they said that when that brand would stop producing cars right now, all over the world, all the cars are stopped produced, then they would still make so much money on the repairs on those vehicles, because they're all, what can I say? Today, even Mercedes-Benz, you think that's quality? That's bullshit. You think BMW is quality? That's bullshit. We had once a BMW, those 5er series, and before they built a new model that was in the, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 years ago, anything that you saw in the car is made of metal. It's has been chromed. Chrome is the kind of metal that makes it shine like a mirror. Like you have those inside the door latches, I think it's called, to get out of the car, right? That thing used to be of metal and nice and shiny metal. In German, it's called chrome. Yeah. It has been chromified, I don't know. And then we bought ourselves this 5er series BMW. And I'm glad this happened to my father, not to me, because otherwise he would have probably done something to me, because he wanted to get out of the car and he couldn't, because as soon as he took the lever, in the front, what's where it is, to open the car, it suddenly snapped. Click! And he had that thing in the hand, It was made of plastic. It looked like metal because you cannot feel it, that it is metal or plastic. You can't, But now he knew it. So he drove with it to the repair shop, to complain about it. You know what? There was another guy there with the same car, or similar car, with the same problem. You see? It's like back then they priced that car for so and so many thousands of euros. But since they put so much plastic in it, plastic doesn't cost much, right? Like metal. And they kept the price. Maybe they raised the price a little bit. They're making lots of money on it, because they're bullshitting the people. I just wanted to talk about it because it's fun to talk about it, about things, things that don't run very well. So yeah, so I'm doing these. I filmed this now because today I took this first pill about this stuff, and we'll see how long it's gonna take until the swollen stuff is going to disappear. I don't think it's going to disappear at all, I'm being bullshitted everywhere. Doctors, what is that? Yeah, okay, we talked about it, so it's I think it's not a doctor's fault. They have such medication to help you against something. But the pharma industry controls everything, and that's the problem, I'm sure a doctor would love to have medication, medication, you get a toothache, here, take it. Yeah, my toothache is gone. A headache? No problem. Morgalians? Wow, it's gone. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be a wonderful world? To live in such a world? like those science fiction movies, Star Trek going into the future and then meeting these people, and then they can say really truthful. They can say, yes, we live in the 21st century, and people are all ones. Like Borgs, they're all one, right? So there is no rich people and there are no poor people. They're all ones, They're all civilized. They all have a housing. Everything's perfect. Alcohol, there shouldn't be any alcohol, And smoking stuff shouldn't be either, So you have to get used to it. Some things, it's not necessary. Chocolate, candy bars, there shouldn't be something like that, Or if there is something like that, then it shouldn't be made with iridium or some radioactive shit in it, Like it's really bad. This world is more like a prison. It's all like I have never been in a prison, but they show us so often, Texas prison here and there, or German prisons, and what can I say, Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now. Yep.